This video isn't exactly a request per se, but it has been brought up and brought to my attention that when Grace gets asked questions such as, how come I don't get out more, or how come I don't do more, or what are my interests, or why don't I follow my interests, and things of that nature, um, it pretty much, she really has no answer for it. So I guess today, right now, I'm going to do my best to answer that question, and I hope the individuals, there's three or four of them, maybe more, um, that have been asking her, what interests me and what's going to, engage me a little bit more. This will hopefully answer their questions. Yes, at one time, most recently, I had interest in watching cooking shows, primarily competition cooking shows like Chopped and Cutthroat Kitchen. Cutthroat Kitchen was really a good one. That was one of my favorites. Um, Guys Grocery Games, things like that. But lately, I have actually lost interest in them. Like, as in, lost interest in cooking shows completely and altogether. Um, Grace and I used to watch things like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and things like that together. The reason why I stopped some of them shows, up to and including, and I know it sounds silly, but up to including some of the food competition shows like Next Food Network Star, and things like that, is, believe it or not, because of the drama. The drama had such an intensity level to it, to me, that it was unbearable and it was very uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is a pretty good, accurate word. It was very uncomfortable for me to sit through it and watch it. I mean, it made me feel very on edge, very nervous. My anxiety was starting to kick up. Uh, Honestly, I don't know what's up with that. It's very aggravating because I can't watch things like that. So therefore, I pretty much, for the most part, cut watching TV out of my diet. I mean, I don't watch TV anymore. Period. I mean, I even have an external hard drive filled full of like TV shows, like old ones, like The Munsters and stuff like that, and Addams Family, and movies and things like that. I don't, for as much as I'm in front of my computer, I don't even watch them, and that's saying something. So, in my opinion, I'm sitting on this gold mine, as if you will, of these TV and movies and things like that, but I don't even watch them at all. And sadly, I really don't have much of an interest in watching them at all. Um, Going back to as far as getting me out of the house, other than for doctor's appointments, I don't mind getting out of the house. Will I do it on my own and get out of the house myself, go for a walk or what have you? Probably not. I just really lack the motivation to actually do something like that. And it's frustrating. And when, Grace and I get out of the house and I do actually go around and, say maybe go grocery shopping with her and stuff like that, it's great. Got no problems and stuff like that. But if I'm out too long, I feel exhausted. Like I just got done doing a marathon or something. I mean, I feel like totally wiped out and exhausted. And that's just from being out for maybe, I don't know, 3 hours, maybe, if that. So I don't know exactly what all and everything is kind of going on and what's making me feel that way and why I feel that way and things like that. But that's just kind of the way the things are right now. I mean, I'm not avoiding people by no means. But I try not to put myself out that way where it seems like I'm avoiding people because I'm not. But with some of these underlying issues, like my social anxiety disorder and my anxiety in general, um, my depression, it really makes it damn near difficult, if not impossible, to get out of the damn house. And like I said, that's very, very frustrating. Because before I used to get out of the house, go for walks in the backyard, go for walks down the street, things like that. And used to be pretty outgoing. I won't say very outgoing. I mean, I didn't go out and start hiking mountains or anything like that. Not as if you're going to find any in Florida, but nonetheless, that was a little joke. But, um, I'd actually even go out and ride my mountain bike, ride that up and down the street, and maybe go explore a few other neighboring streets and neighborhoods and stuff like that, and kind of see what's up and what have you. But now I can't even do that. Me trying to balance on a two-wheeled bike is impossible. It's just not going to happen. And getting out of my wheelchair is difficult. So, yeah, getting back to the main question as far as what my interests are, why the lack of interest. I know that really doesn't totally explain why there's a lack of interest. Maybe it's a symptom or one of the many symptoms of having FTD. I don't know. I didn't look it up before I did this video, but I know that withdrawal is definitely one of the symptoms of having FTD. You tend to become a little bit more withdrawn and pulled into yourself more. By doing these videos and the blog and things like my blog and everything else like that, I'm doing my very best not to be withdrawn and secluded and things like that. I'm trying to be a little bit more outwardly available, if that's the correct way to put it. I'm not sure, but it sounds kind of accurate. Um, I guess that's pretty much it. But as always, I really, really welcome any kind of comments, critique, suggestions, any of that. I always welcome it on my blog. I welcome it on my videos. Just down below, write what you feel, write a question, write a suggestion, write a suggestion for videos that you want me to do that you would like to see, anything like that. And if you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. Have a great day. Be good to yourself and others.